Jake Ludington here at HPE Discover in London, and I'm here with Chris Wellise. And Living Progress Challenge, we've talked twice before about kind of the journey of the Living Progress Challenge, and you come down to, I think it's 6 finalists?
Four.
Four.
So we've actually wrapped it up. We downsized the original 400 ideas that came in to the top 20, created prototypes around those 20, and then we halved that actually during our experience with the organizations that actually built those prototypes. We were able to select who we thought were the strongest 10. We invited those 10 to come to New York last May to actually live pitch their ideas along with a demo of their prototypes that we co-created with them. And then from that, we actually, the judges, there was a panel of 5 judges. They selected 4, and we're actually in the build phase now with those 4. So
and those are build as in they're going to go to market?
That's correct. So in terms of go-to-market, when you say go-to-market, we're actually going to build and then deploy those in regions or the various regions where they're going to impact people in a positive way. Not necessarily commercialized, so they're not all for-profit, but sure, the market is the marketplace where they're actually affecting people.
Just a quick summary, what are the 4 winners?
Right, so they were diverse in nature. There were a lot of really interesting, innovative ideas. The first one was one from the World Wildlife Fund. It's called Detect IT Fish. It's a very interesting solution which uses big data analytics to identify areas of discrepancy in customs data where fish stocks are transferred in a commercial way across international borders. So what they're trying to do is actually, based on identifying those discrepancies, determine areas where illegally caught fish have occurred and are being sold into markets where they shouldn't be, black markets essentially.
That's kind of fascinating.
Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, one of the things that I learned about it from the team of experts at World Wildlife Fund is that about 1/3 of the fish caught in the world served on our plates internationally is actually illegally caught fish.
Wow.
Including in the United States.
That's a lot.
It is. So next time you're eating that tuna roll.
I should feel guilty.
Exactly.
So what are the other 3?
So the other 3, one of the other ones was a very interesting solution from an NGO called PACT. They had a women's savings group and ledger system that they have been using as a pen and paper based system for over a decade. So it's successful. It is a way for them to create loans, a way for them to create credit, and a way for them to create savings plans for women in Africa. What we did is we went in and we actually digitized that system so that it's got a back end as well as a money transfer capability, and we're digitizing that so it's fully mobilely capable, and they will have the ability to scale that in regions around the world. So
that's pretty cool.
That's another very cool one.
These are fascinating ideas.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, they kind of fell into 3 separate buckets. I mean, one was really like the PACT one, where it was one that existed already, had a proven track record, a pen and paper based system. They were looking to digitize that. So that was kind of an easy one because they had a proven track record, a strong team in place. The other one was the Detect IT Fish. They had the concept and strong sort of resource capability from an IT standpoint. So we were able to really go in and partner with that team. Very strong presentation. They're all online too. If you look up Living Progress Challenge Finals, you can see the live pitches.
Yep. What were the other? So there were 2 more though.
And there are 2 more. One was a group of my colleagues from HPE, internal employees in the Guadalajara office, called Mentor Me, where they formed a partnership with 2 Mexican universities. And one of the issues that they identified in Mexico was that there are a number of successful entrepreneurs, but there is really no way for students, aspiring entrepreneurs, young folks, to connect to those successful entrepreneurs to learn from them. So they created a matching system. It's a mobile application which will allow them to connect with, communicate with, and build relationships with successful business people.
Online dating for mentoring?
Exactly. That's a great way to explain it.
And then the final one?
Yeah, the final one was actually called, it's a solution from Points of Light, and it is a volunteer solution. So one of the things that Points of Light, which is a very well-recognized organization which connects people to volunteer opportunities, has realized is that when people are actually asked to volunteer, the chances go way up in terms of them just seeking those opportunities on their own. So they are using a matching system through Haven on Demand technology, which is an HPE technology, where folks will be matched based on their region, based on their preferences, and based on their domain expertise. They will be served up specific opportunities.
Suggest opportunities.
Correct. So in other words, Jake, you really have an interest in cleaning up trash on the beach because you love the beach. You're going to be in this area at this certain time, and it'll serve that particular opportunity up to you in the hopes that that'll increase the chances of you going in and
that's really useful, because a lot of times you don't even know what opportunities are out there.
Exactly.
So that's 4 very cool things.
So those are the 4. We're right in the middle of the build phase now. We're working diligently with those teams and a group of developers, as well as our partnership with Topcoder. So there are a number of folks globally too also helping to participate in hacking out these particular solutions, and we look forward to working closer with them and deploying them over the next coming months.
Nice. Thanks, Chris.
You got it.